Morning, my name is Sarah Bates and I was an instructional coach for Breakthrough Cincinnati this summer, and I'm also a teacher in Cincinnati Public Schools, and I'm going to walk you through a day in my life. So we have an early start. It's high school, and I normally get here between 6:30 and 7 in the morning, even though I'm not a morning person. One of the nice things is that I normally get to see the sunrise. You can just start to see it right now. Our school day starts at about 7:35. The students start coming into the classrooms and getting ready for first bell. So I am one of the lucky traveling teachers this year also. I have a shared classroom half of the time, and then I have my wonderful cart that I also teach from part of the time and travel to other teachers' classrooms during their planning bell to teach. So you can see trying to keep it organized. I have my binders. I teach ESL American History and ESL Language Arts and a couple other classes. So typically I come in and make sure I have all my materials ready for the day, start to get ready while I have a little bit of quiet time before students come in. We have a couple students from last year and from this year who will come in and just hang out with us before first bell starts. My coworker who I share the room with will come in and we'll chat a little bit, and we have an amazing bilingual counselor who will come in and she'll check in with us about our students before the day starts. One of the things that we did at Breakthrough Cincinnati this summer was focus on mindfulness with our students, and we ended up doing some breathing exercises after our all-student meeting with them to kind of calm them back down before sending them to class. And I have a pretty squirrely group this semester, and I'm going to try that with them today. So one of the things I really appreciated about Breakthrough was just the ongoing cycle of observation and feedback, both with instructional coaches and our teaching fellows, and then for us with ourselves as instructional coaches and the admin or the A-team. And I just really appreciated kind of seeing our teaching fellows talk about how much they loved getting feedback. And it seems like something that might be kind of a sensitive or really personal thing to have people talk about your good things and things that you need to improve on, but they were so open to it, and I feel like that really helped me shift my perspective in getting feedback too. And our team here of ESL teachers is really great about working together and collaborating, and I've appreciated that from our teachers so much this summer. One in particular that I've been working with in her classroom just really helped me kind of step back and think about mindfulness even in my own teaching. Like sometimes you just need to stop and breathe, and that's okay to kind of just take a moment to regroup as you're teaching, and you can even do that in front of your students. Like, it's okay to stop and take a breath, and just being able to get that feedback and work together and have someone see things that you don't think about, because your mind as a teacher is just going so much all day. Just, this is the next thing, this is what the students are doing, this is what I need to do. So to get some insight of, it's okay to stop and just kind of regroup for a second, and that really helps. Something we do at our high school that's really cool is called Cougar Pride, and that's a little kind of card or certificate that the kids get from their teachers if they do something really awesome in class, like being helpful to the teacher or the students, being considerate, showing leadership. If they volunteer to do things, we like to give them just kind of a little reward like this, and then they get a copy, and we put a copy in the office to get raffled off for a prize at the end of the day. And they just really like even having the piece of paper to kind of take some pride in something good that they did. And something that our parent-teacher committee has done this year that's really cool is called 12 Days of Giving. And this is kind of a step above that, where we can give them this for doing something awesome in class also, and then they get to get this raffled off and get a prize during our holiday season. So one of my morning routines is updating the board with our language and content objectives. So we have our kind of schedule or agenda for the day. This is for my 11th grade ESL English class, and we're just starting to read Catcher in the Rye, which I'm really excited to share with our students. And I've just been really encouraged with their willingness to read out loud in class this year. And then we have our content objective, which is taken from our Ohio Common Core Standards. And then as ESL teachers, we also have language objectives, which the ones here today are pretty similar. And we talk through those, what it means to, like, words like determine is something that we really need to define with our students, and analyze is another big word for them, but this is just a daily activity for me. So first bell is almost over and we're about to start second bell, which for me is 10th grade study skills, and that's just a time for our ESL students to work on the homework that they have in their other classes. As part of our daily routine, I have them set a daily goal, so they tell me what they're going to work on for the day, and then also a daily accomplishment, so at the end of the bell they go in and they write what they actually did that day, just as a way to hold them personally accountable for what they worked on and how they use their time in class. And I will go around and work individually or in small groups with students on usually their geometry homework. Also, they work on their health class, their English homework, American history homework, and sometimes even their art projects in here. As I am a traveling teacher this year, I went ahead and got a Fitbit to wear with me around throughout the day. I go up and down between 3 different floors with my cart to the different classrooms that I travel to, and I typically walk about 3 miles a day at school. So this is my lunch buddy, Ms. Munoz, and
Hi.
She's an ESL teacher here too. So I spend my planning bell in here, and we try to get some work done. This is Megan, and she's also an ESL teacher at Dayton High School, and she got me into Breakthrough Cincinnati because she was also an instructional coach there. So Megan, how was your day today?
It was good.
So do you feel like Breakthrough changed the way that you teach at all?
Yeah, I think Breakthrough's energy and just focus on excitement for learning is something I've tried to bring into my classroom.
I was talking about you today, helping me be like mindful in my classes and just taking a breath, and it's okay. And that feedback is good to be able to have another perspective. And that's something that Breakthrough does a lot too, is just that cycle of observing and feedback. So
Yeah, absolutely. That's so important as a new teacher, and in a program like Breakthrough to have that kind of support is awesome.
I really appreciate that. All right, well, thank you for sharing with us, and have a good day.
Bye.